Hello, my name is Sensei Alex Kakuyo, and I'm a teacher in the Bright Dawn Center of Oneness Buddhism. I'm also the author of the Buddhist blog, The Same Old Zen. The title of today's talk is Transforming Our Suffering into Awakening. Now, I had the great honor and privilege last week of taking part in a Buddhist retreat called The Gathering 2. And it was a gathering of Buddhist teachers and scholars of Black African descent. And we practiced together and discussed various topics throughout the week. And it's really hard to put that experience into words. I'll be writing more about it in my blog. But suffice it to say, I spoke as little as possible and just tried to really absorb as much as I could from the senior teachers and scholars that were around me, because they were truly incredible and I learned a lot. And one of those lessons I'd like to share with you today. So if you've ever been to Spirit Rock, you know that the living quarters are at the top of a very long and very steep hill. The meditation hall is somewhere in the middle and the dining hall is at the bottom. So throughout the week, I had to walk up and down this hill several times every day. And it's Northern California, so it's hot, and I was wearing my robe, so that didn't help. And naturally, a lot of very unhelpful thoughts started to come into my head. Why is it so hot? Why do I have to wear robes? My feet hurt. None of it was good. Thankfully, my Buddhist training kicked in, and I realized through the practice of right mindfulness what was happening, and I determined to turn this situation around. So what I started to do was chant Nembutsu, Namu Amida Butsu, each time I walked up or down this hill. Namu Amida Butsu is Japanese for I take refuge in Amida Buddha, who is the Buddha of infinite light. And to give you an idea of the power of this chant, I'd like to read a quote by Reverend Gyomei Kubose, who's the founder of the Bright Dawn tradition. Reverend Gyomei says, "In the Nembutsu, we see and feel the Buddha everywhere and in everything. Life itself becomes the unfolding of Buddha." So essentially, when we chant Nembutsu, that allows us to purify our minds. And as we purify our minds, we see the Buddhist Pure Land in the everyday world around us, which is exactly what happened to me as I continued to chant Namu Amida Butsu. With every step up and down the hill, my mind became pure, my thoughts became better, and by the end of the week, I enjoyed walking up and down the hill because I felt really good chanting for several minutes, going up, going down, whatever I was doing. And it became a very important part of my spiritual practice throughout the week. In fact, I was sad when I had to leave it behind. And this is something we can do with anything, whether we're sitting in the car, waiting to pick up someone in the parking lot, whether we're stuck in traffic, standing in an elevator, we can chant Nembutsu, we can chant Namu Amida Butsu. And as we do that, we purify our minds and we're able to more clearly see the world around us, transforming the sources of our suffering into the vehicles of our awakening. So that's the talk for today. I hope it was helpful. If you'd like to read articles I've written about Buddhist practice, you can do that at my blog, The Same Old Zen, which is at sameoldzen.blogspot.com. You can also email me with follow-up questions at sameoldzen@gmail.com. If you're watching on YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe by hitting subscribe and hitting the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I post new talks in the future. And if you're watching on either Facebook or Twitter, please don't forget to either share or retweet the talk. That way we can continue learning together. So that's the talk for today. Until next time,